It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Saints. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. They start the drive with Lynch. Lynch busting free. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Room here to run! So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Handoff here to Nwangwu.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. On the handoff, Lynch.
A giant hole up the middle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On the give is Nwangu. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Nwangu. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Bond looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Minnesota. They'll run with Nwangu. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Here's a give to Lynch. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. On his way to the monster game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. The play action fake. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Devin Bush in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action here. Mond.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down, Minnesota.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Lynch, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
On 4th down, Mond.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Here's Nwangu.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Now Mond on the bootleg.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs look.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the run is Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Here's Mond. They're going for it. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they're going to speed things up here.
First and goal, Minnesota.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's good for the Saints.
They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And some room to work. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the